welcome to my channel. Today I've got another makeup tutorial for you and we're going to start off this time with a little experiment. Regular viewers have heard me complain about my white eye primer numerous times. It being, you know, too goopy, too oily. So now I'm mixing it with face powder in the hopes that it'll somehow get drier rather than just crusty. Okay, so conclusion, it is a little bit more difficult to spread this way, but it does feel a lot less oily, so I guess that's good. Yeah, I'm just gonna spread it out and hope for the best. Okay, so I feel like it creases slightly less quickly this way, which is good. It's not fully like opaque or even, but then again, to be fair, it's not fully opaque or even when I don't mix it with powder either, so I don't think that makes a difference. Anyway, we can head on to the eyeshadow now. The eyeshadow base is going to be sort of like fiery. I've even put on a appropriate shirt, and seriously, the shirt looks even cooler on camera. I've had it since like the end of high school. It's by Spiral. You can look for it, but I don't know if they still sell it. The eyeshadow play on the other hand is still a very popular one to this day. I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. And obviously gonna start off with the fiery shades. Now we're gonna start off with a winged shape, and I'm just going to apply it with my beloved brush method. Which basically just means putting a brush against the side of my eyeball and then just applying the eyeshadow and just hope and pray that it's somewhat even with the other eye. But yeah, I'm just packing the color on, not worrying yet about blending. I just want to get enough of the eyeshadow on there to get it opaque. So I can then remove the brush, realize it's crooked, and then just go back with the brush. And apply some more eyeshadow. That's one good thing. If you start off too far to the inner corner, it's easy to fix. Be aware it's less easy to fix the other way around, so do be careful. Okay, now we're good. And then I'm just gonna wipe down my brush a little bit and start blending. Especially at the top here, you don't want to go too high because, you know, you still want to be able to tap it to blend it instead of having red all the way up to the eyebrow and having no space left to blend. Or at least that's the look too, but I do want to get it blended. Next up we're gonna go for this effect. For that I'm just going to use the same brush and a dark orange shade, sort of a burnt orange. And I'm just basically going to use this as a transition between the red and what's going to be my final orange. I'm literally making this look up as I go as usual. I just knew I wanted the inner corners to remain a bit bare, so my goal here is to make the crease really nice and vibrant, but somehow also make it go into an angle so we can keep the inner corner bare. Yeah, I'm making it sound way more complicated than it is. Basically we're now just going to grab the orange, the bright orange shade, and really sort of make a stripe like this. And keep in mind it's easier to build up color than to remove it. So, you know, start slowly, build it up until it's like full intensity, and don't immediately go in with the huge brush and smack it on, because then you won't be able to actually, you know, blend it out anymore. Which is what I'm going to do next. Now, to go from this to this, I'm just going to use a brow bone highlight. I'm using a shimmery white shade, not full on glitter, just shimmer. Applying it, and then I'm going to use a clean brush. Well, there's a little bit of eyeshadow on it from my other eye, but mostly clean. And blend. This is not my big fluffy blender, obviously. It's a slightly smaller one, because I do want to keep that nice defined shape in there. I just don't want harsh edges. So yeah, this brush just gives a little bit more control. Okay, so I was on the fence for a little bit on what product really to use in the inner corners. I thought of a highlighter, but then I realized I want more sparkle. So I'm going for this foil by NYX, which I'm trying really hard, probably in vain, not to spill all over my clothes and floor. And I'm just gonna hope that my base is sticky enough to actually make this work. Okay, so I don't exactly know how this happened. Maybe I finally discovered the secret of being careful. I the way, I don't have a lot of fallout, or I just barely have any fallout on my face, which is very, very surprising. But yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy that and hope my look lasts while I apply some liquid liner. Now admittedly, at first I thought of doing sort of a smoky liner, you know, like Phoenix, smoke, ashes, that sort of thing. But then I realized I don't usually like the look of a smoky eyeliner with a colorful eye look on me. So we're gonna go for a regular wing instead. Okay, so that's on there, and even more, it's actually symmetrical for once. Someone called the newspapers. Anyway, I'm just going to very quickly do my face, except for the colorful parts, which we're gonna go do together in a bit. But first, let's just finish the eyeballs. Now for the bottom lid, I want it to be a little bit smoky, so I'm going to use a black eyeshadow on a very, very thin brush and basically just press that in a line beneath my lashes and connect it to the outer wing. It's springtime and I don't want to make my waterline dark because that's how I am. So yeah, I'm just putting the darkness a little bit lower instead. Very, very carefully. And then I'm going to go back to the tiny fluffy blender and the dark orange shade, because quite frankly I can't choose between orange and red for the under eye. So dark orange it is. I don't necessarily want this to really give off a lot of color. I just really want to make the black a little bit more smoky and to also bring a little bit of that warmth underneath there as well. And for the inner corner we're going to use the brow bone highlight, but a little bit more. Then the waterline, like I said, is going to be a nude shade, and I'm really pulling that through to the inner corner really well. Also, is it just me, or does no one ever look absolutely charming while doing their under eye area? I always feel like you have to make the weirdest faces to make it look good, you know. I mean seriously, like upper eyelid, glam. Lower eyelid, serial killer. I feel like I've really been taking it easy with the lashes lately and going for really small and easy to apply pairs. So I want to change it up a little bit and go for a bigger pair. And this one is really, really nice and spiky, which I just feel suits with like the fieriness of this look. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so they're on there, and I gotta say they're already marginally less annoying than they were like 5 minutes ago. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm just not used anymore to big lashes. That's probably it. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the face now with an orange tinted blush, which is ancient and I probably shouldn't still be using, but it's the only orange blush I have. Now a little while back I did that 80s rock chick look, where I applied my blush in a more 80s way, and I came to realize, hey, I actually like that a lot. So that's what I'm gonna do now as well. I am blending it a little bit more on my cheek though than a typical 80s blush. Just because I feel like on my face shape I just have a whole lot of knotting here if I don't do that. And then it's on to setting spray, and after that I'm immediately going to apply my highlighter, just because I want it to be really nice and glowy. The idea is basically that you apply the highlight before the setting spray has a chance to fully dry, just so the highlighter sticks a little bit better. This one is glowy and not shimmery as much, but I think it's absolutely gorgeous. This one by KIKO. By the way, as always, everything I used will be listed below the video in the description, including this. I'm gonna fix it later. This mascara by Ellis Faas. And yes, I originally totally forgot to apply mascara, and to judge by this, I might have been better off just forgetting about it overall. Anyway, while we wait for that to dry, I'm just gonna apply a lipstick, and yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a red shade, and after that we're done. And we're left with the final results. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please click the like button. It would really help me out. And if you want to see more of my videos, you can always subscribe to my channel. Update on the awful mascara stain. I used a little cotton tip to remove it once it was dry. And applied some more foundation on top of it. And now you can just still see a little bit of a vein shadow, huh? A faint shadow if you know what to look for. But other than that, it's completely gone. So yeah, crisis averted. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful day and I hope to see you next time. Bye!